And we're using a thing called approval voting, where you can basically vote for as many people who meet your criteria. So you can imagine a free system's got a lot of nominees. I've worked with college students in Philadelphia, at Penn, Drexel, Haverford, to come up with this concept, a way to do kind of a match.com for elections so
I
that you can
saw,
eliminate the
yes.
field and
Yeah.
reduce it to a top four. Then when we get to a top four, we're going to use ranked choice voting to get to a top two, and then do a final debate round where you pick a top.
The idea is not to back candidates. The idea is to put a contest into a district where the people will choose the candidate like American Idol.
Gotcha.
You know, you're going to have the best singer if you
Oh,
go through a process, or the best sprinter if it's an Olympic trial. Think of this as like Olympic trials for Congress, multi-round competition. The winner of the primary is the same old gal or guy that always wins. The
yeah.
winner of our nominating contest is somebody who maybe survived a field of 30, 40, or 50 candidates, and the district spent, weeks picking that candidate. They're going to be behind that one because it's their choice. It's that or the party candidate who really isn't doing anything for the people these days. And that whatever I do had to fit within the legal constructs of what we're doing. Like, find a way to break the system without changing it. And I think that's what we've
Yeah.
done. Create an, you can't change the election system. So create a better nominating system, then elect that person. So we can basically implement election reform through creating another primary system and put it in where the candidates are really weak.
I mean, look, if you can get a handful, if you can get five, people in that aren't aligned immediately with the Democrats or Republicans, you could effectively be the kingmakers that run the House. I mean, if you look at some of the shattered small factions that are at the fringes of those parties that really kind of dictate terms, especially on big close votes, like that's not an option.
But I discovered a loophole that allows us to use a political party to create an alternate primary system, what we're calling a people's primary. And the loophole is that if a potential nominee, and I call potential nominee somebody who eventually wants to run for Congress, doesn't spend money, the process a political party uses to choose it doesn't fall under the purview of the FEC. They can do anything they want. And essentially what I'm saying, you won't fix the primary. We're going to create one, and we're going to make one completely free and equal, as originally written by James Wilson. That this would be a process that anybody can enter, and that you can filter candidates and choose them like you would on Match.com. So we're going to take modern technology and allow the people to actually choose their nominee and put that up against an incumbent Republican or Democrat, always an equal number, in these gerrymandered districts. Because gerrymandering is completely unfair. And I think we've come up with the gerrymander buster.
People are going to be able to differentiate and sort out from all of these candidates.
This is like I said, a brilliant idea that one of these college kids came up with. But the idea is that we're going to have 7 issues that they have to weigh in on, and that you'll go in, like I said, pick, say these 4 issues are the ones, and they're going to have a left center right position on those issues, and you're going to get now a subset of the people that match. Now if it comes back and it's 30, you may say that, oh, that's too many, I'm going to pick a 5th one. Or you're going to say that anybody that has this position on this issue I don't want to consider at all. So we're going to have ways that you can filter out, because at the beginning you want to endorse not one person, you want to endorse as many people that share your values, because you want them to become a finalist. So that's the idea. The districts can say, oh yeah, this is the way approval voting works. It allows you to advance everybody that has your values. So as people drop off, you'd say, oh, I still have a horse in this race. Here's somebody that represents me. And then we can get to that top 4 where we get into the ranked choice vote application called Votes, which has been in use, I think, since 2016. It's a military application. It was developed for service members on submarines or in war zones where they can't get physical ballots out of the area. But this uses blockchain technology. It's all encrypted. It's accepted in I don't know how many states. And that's just one of them. There's also an organization called Secure Internet Voting that does this worldwide for other organizations. There's a guy, Brad Tusk, out of New York, who also has mobile voting technology. So in terms of the security, the encryption, there are people that are worrying about that. And there are things that are currently being used here in the United States that guarantee that kind of security.